Once upon a time, on a quiet beach at the break of dawn, a young boy walked along the shoreline. As he walked, the boy noticed that the beach was covered with starfish, stranded by the receding tide. Hundreds, maybe thousands of starfish lay helpless on the sand. The boy gently picked up a starfish, its rough texture cool against his small hands. He marveled at its intricate design, the way its arms radiated out from the center, each one a perfect mirror of the others. The sun was beginning to set, casting a golden glow over the beach, and the boy knew he had to act quickly. With a determined look on his face, he tossed the starfish back into the ocean, watching as it was carried away by the waves. The water sparkled as it embraced the starfish, pulling it back into its depths. The boy felt a sense of accomplishment, knowing that he had made a difference, even if it was just for one starfish. He smiled and continued down the beach, his eyes scanning the sand for more starfish in need of rescue. Each time he found one, he repeated the process, picking it up gently and returning it to the sea. The boy's heart was filled with joy and purpose, knowing that he was helping to save these small creatures. As he walked, he thought about how even small actions can have a big impact, and he was determined to save as many starfish as he could before the sun set completely. The beach was long, and there were many starfish stranded on the shore, but the boy was undeterred. He knew that every starfish he saved was a victory, and he was committed to making a difference, one starfish at a time. As the boy continued his task, an old man who had been watching from a distance approached him.
What are you doing, young man?
I'm saving the starfish, sir. If they stay here, they'll die in the sun. Each one I throw back into the ocean has a chance to live. It's a small act, but it matters to each starfish.
But there are thousands of starfish on this beach. You can't possibly save them all. What difference can you make? There are so many, and you're just one person. How can you hope to make a significant impact when the problem is so vast?
I understand it seems overwhelming, but to the starfish I do save, it makes all the difference in the world. It's not about saving them all, it's about making a difference where I can. Every small action counts, and if everyone did their part, imagine the collective impact we could have. It's about hope and doing what we can, even if it seems insignificant in the grand scheme of things.
I see your point. Maybe it's not about the numbers, but about the effort and the intention behind it. Perhaps by saving even one starfish, you're making a statement about compassion and responsibility. It's a reminder that every life matters, no matter how small.
The boy looked at the starfish he was holding and then back at the old man. "It made a difference to that one," he said softly. The old man stood quietly for a moment, his eyes scanning the horizon as the waves gently lapped at his feet. The sun was beginning to set, casting a golden hue over the tranquil scene. He took a deep breath, savoring the salty air, and then with a gentle smile he nodded. It was as if he'd come to a profound realization, one that needed no words to be understood. Without saying another word, he bent down, his movements slow and deliberate, and picked up a starfish that had been stranded on the shore. The starfish, a small and seemingly insignificant creature, lay helpless on the sand. The old man cradled it in his weathered hands, feeling its delicate texture. With a sense of purpose, he walked towards the water's edge and carefully returned it to the ocean. The starfish floated for a moment before being carried away by the tide. The old man watched it disappear into the vast expanse of the sea, a serene expression on his face, knowing he had made a difference, no matter how small. In life, we may not be able to change the world, but by helping one person, one step at a time, we can make a world of difference.